In this screencast, we are going to talk about the 3 ways you can upload evidence into your iObservation. The first thing you're going to do is go to effectiveeducators.com and sign in with your TCAPS.net credentials. Once you've done that, there are 3 places you can submit evidence. The first place is in your growth plan. You'll click on Growth, Plans. You'll see your plan is listed and you'll click View. Your growth plan actually has 2 different places where you can submit evidence. The first one is about halfway down, underneath Reflection Logs. You'll click Add a New Entry Now. What's great about this one is that it automatically syncs with the goals you've selected. Once you answer these questions, they will help you reflect on the growth you've made to the goal. You can go into this multiple times, reflect on the elements, and it'll actually create a learning progression you'll be able to see over time. It also time and date stamps automatically, which is great for you. So you'll click on the goal that you're doing and you'll just type your response. Very, very easy, very simple. Once you get to the bottom, you will save and close. Now there is another place within your growth plan that you can add evidence. If you scroll to the section about action steps, this is where you can add evidence for each of these specific action steps. If you click Add Attachments, this is where you might upload a committee agenda or a video that you've done, and then you would click Save Attachments. You can also click on Add Comments. This is where you might upload the URL for a Google Doc that you've been working on, or give the URL for a YouTube video. Whether you do an attachment or a comment, it date and time stamps it again. So you're creating that running record of the times you've worked on this goal throughout the year. Always push Save at the bottom. Changing this Not Started to In Progress alerts your administrator that you are working on this goal, so they should be checking it. So once you've uploaded a couple things, make sure to change that Not Started to In Progress. This is probably the most powerful way for you to add evidence directly related to the growth plan, either through this action step piece or through the reflection logs. Make sure when you're done with the action steps, you save your action step order and you have added your evidence into the growth plan. Now there's a second place you can also add evidence. That would be by doing a self-observation. I'm going to go back home. You would go under Observation, then Conduct. At the top you would type in your name and push Enter. It will bring up yourself and you will need to click on Forms and choose which domain you want to add evidence into. Maybe I want to add evidence into domain 4. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this up so I score the evidence that I would like to show. I can use the scale to help me. I choose where on the scale I think I am, and I put in my comments. Again, I can add attachments. That might be that committee agenda we talked about before, or it might be some type of a document that would show evidence of my work within this domain. And once I'm done, I've got 3 options for saving up here. Save and close means that I'm done, but I might want to come back to it later. Save draft means I just want to save it. I'm worried I might lose my information. My document stays open. I want to keep working on it, but I just want to get what I've done saved. And finish means it's automatically shared with my evaluator. I cannot make changes after this. So I choose which way I want to save it, and I click it. Remember, within that self-observation, you can rate yourself in any of the 5 domains. So this is the best way to add evidence if you're adding evidence into the elements that are outside of your growth plan. The third and final way to add evidence would be through a conference with your evaluator. I'm going to go back home so you can see the process from the beginning. You'll click Collaborate, then Conference, then Create New Conference. You'll need to add your evaluator in as a participant. So I'm going to add in my evaluator. And then if you scroll down, you can put a title. You would type in your evidence here. Again, you can add an attachment, so if you want to upload anything that shows that you've been working on your goal. And you would click next. You've now created a conversation that the two of you can work in, and this is another way that you can upload information. These 3 ways, your growth plan, the self-observation, and through a conference, are in a prioritized list that was developed by the ISD, but honestly, each evaluator is different, so each building may choose a different preference order. Talk to your evaluator and find out which way they prefer.